Hey everybody, this is Jeremy with GamerTell, and today I'm going to show you a game that just released in PlayStation Home today. It's called No Man's Land, and No Man's Land is a third-person post-apocalyptic multiplayer shooter, and it is free to play or pay to win, depending on how you want to look at it. I personally think that this game is more play to win or pay to win than anything else. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. So this game is a part of Sony's strategy to bring more core games into PlayStation Home and to make it more of an experience for people who really just like to play fast-paced multiplayer shooters. So instead of making PlayStation Home a place where you mostly socialize, they want to make it into a place where you can mostly just come in and play games. And this is one of the games that they showed off in March alongside with Mercia and Cutthroats, that pirate game, to kind of show the direction that they're moving in. So in this game, you initially start off with a very generic looking soldier. This is not what my avatar looks like, and you can't import your home avatar into this space. They give you avatars to that look roughly like what your avatar may look like, but then again, they all have that kind of weird mannequin-y look to them anyway. But yeah, you can't bring in your own personalized avatar. But just like some multiplayer games, you do have a loadout. You can choose your weapons, your armor, and your explosives. But when you first start off in this game, the only thing that you have as far as weapons are concerned is a pistol, this semi-automatic pistol here. And you have no rifles, you have no explosives, but if you want to get those, you have to purchase them from the PlayStation Store. To my knowledge, there is not a way to get in-game currency to purchase these weapons. I could be wrong, but I've looked all over and I have yet to find anything. So if you wanted to buy one of these weapons, like for example, if you wanted to buy this slugger assault rifle, it'll cost you $1.99, and these just aren't cosmetic changes. These rifles actually do have a higher rate of fire, and they also have higher damage than your standard pistol. Like you can see here on the screen where it says it's a high damage weapon with an average clip size. So if you decide to jump into this game and spend $2 and you're going up against someone who just has a standard semi-automatic pistol, it automatically puts them at a bit of a disadvantage because they're not able to withstand the firepower that you rain down on them. You can also have grenades. Incinerated grenades, regular frag grenades, smoke grenades, and flashbang grenades, and these grenades all cost $1.49. And you can also buy bundles. So if you wanted to buy the Golden Skull Male Reaver Armor and Weapon Pack, it'll cost you $50. You get a lot of stuff, but it costs you $50. And if we can leave out of here and just go to the armor kiosk to see what kind of armor you can purchase. Armor does provide some damage resistance. It can weigh you down, make you go a little bit slower, but that's all in the name of having more protection, be able to take more bullets. So for example, these tiers are basically separated by the armor weight. So when you have this one armor symbol is highlighted, then that's like your light armor. The second one is the medium armor, and then the third is the heavy armor. So when we go into the heavy armor here and we look at let's just pick the standard one, the Born to Kill heavy combat body armor costs you $1.49, and it does provide the best protection around, but at a weight penalty. Also, you can also buy bundles of these as well. So, for example, if you wanted to purchase full armor sets, I think we already looked at the Golden Skull. Let's look at something else. The GI Black Ops and Desert Warrior armor sets cost you $10, and you get 12 pieces of armor. So, yeah, if you're willing to pay some money, then you will have a competitive advantage over your peers, which, in a free-to-play game, I think that's one of the worst things that you can possibly do. If you're going to be free to play, you have to keep everyone on the same playing field, because you don't want people who pay money to totally outclass the people who decide not to play. They might as well just charge something for it and let everyone just work their way up the ranks. But I digress. There's two types of matches that you can play in this game. Scavenger and deathmatch mode, and you can also play, well, it's mostly multiplayer, and you're going to be forced to play the tutorial, that's single player at the beginning of the game, but this is not really a single player game. You have ranked and unranked matches. We're just going to jump into a rank. You can choose different levels. There's only one at the moment, and that's urban downtown, and the game type, which is team deathmatch and scavengers. Now we're just going to do team deathmatch because that's the easiest one to show, especially when it comes to movement, because in this game, the movement is not, you don't have free movement. You can't go wherever you want. There's these predetermined spots that you can run to. If you played the Uncharted 3 treasure hunter game that was in PlayStation Home, it's kind of like that. So you don't pick where you want to take cover necessarily. You just have an option. Like you want to go there, you want to go here, or you want to go there, but you can't go to this one place that you wanted to go to. And it kind of makes things a little bit unfair, because it's very easy to get behind someone and just start shooting them before they can even react to move out of the way. Dealing with this cumbersome movement system, they're already dead. So let's just jump into the game right now. And this is once again going to be team deathmatch. The shooting, I have to say, well, are we already? The shooting, I have to say, it's just like any other shooter. Press L1 to aim, press R1 to shoot, and just for reference sake, don't kill your teammates. I'll tell you what I mean about that in a minute. So when you press up or any direction on the analog stick, you see this little green highlighted area, and those highlight the areas that you can move to. So if I want to move by this car, I highlight it and I press X, then my guy will go running over there. And you can also, once you pick where you want to move, say like over here, you can change where you want to go sort of on the fly and press X again, and they'll just continuously move. So it kind of presents the illusion of free movement. Almost kind of like a real-time strategy game, but this is definitely not a real-time strategy game, and there are no real-time strategy elements. But the thing I mentioned about not killing your teammates is, if they have the little greenish blue icon over them, that means don't shoot them. I know it may seem like that's obvious, but I found it not to be as clear, because with a game like this, first person you see, you want to shoot, but only shoot the people that have red over their avatar. And you can also see the red on the map, and right now I'm not really seeing anybody. Okay, so over here are ammo caches. So if you're out of ammo, you come over here, you press triangle, and you will reload. There's a guy. Someone already killed him. There's another guy up here somewhere. Let's see if we can get over there to him. He's dead too. I think we may have our guys outnumbered, not too sure. You can pick up the ammo of enemies that you and your teammates kill, but I do not believe that you can pick up their weapons. And this match is going to last for 11 minutes. We aren't going to stick around for 11 minutes, but I just want to show you what it's like to kill someone in this game. And he got away. And we can choose to chase him down. I got a feeling that we do outnumber our competitors. And you can't shoot and run at the same time. However, you can roll. You roll by pressing circle, and you can only do that when you're in movement. So while you're moving, press circle, and then you roll like that. And even though this game is free, and you don't have to pay anything for it, I can't imagine myself wanting to come into PlayStation Home to play this, because just for the simple fact that this is the way that you move, and this really isn't how you do third-person shooters. When you do third-person shooters, the freedom of movement is, one of the most important parts of it. And by having to work with this system and having people basically get the drop on you, and you're not able to, protect yourself, it kind of takes the fun out of it. And also, this pay to win mechanic where, it's where you just can't play the game and everyone can sort of be on the level playing field. It's like right out of the gate. If you want to pay, yeah, you get this super awesome weapon, and that's not good. So we see if we can maybe kill one person. I'm not seeing anybody. Is he a bad guy? Oh, that is a bad guy. Couldn't tell because that little icon wasn't even above him when I was running, to my knowledge. Yeah, you can also vault over things as well in this game. Can't occupy the same cover that your teammates are occupying. Yeah, thought I had to kill him. Got a few headshots. I do like the fact that the respawn times are very quick, so you don't have to do too much waiting. I've only run into a couple errors in trying to get the game started out, but for the most part, this is what you're going to be doing. You can choose to stand and crouch while you shoot. You can also strafe to an extent. Like if I'm doing this, you can strafe back and forth, but only within the confines of the cover that you're in. Let's vault over here. The way the game looks, it looks fine for a PlayStation Home game. Definitely nothing spectacular. But once again, the biggest problem is the movement. If this game had freer movement and just a fairer way of acquiring more weapons and ammunition, well, not ammunition, but weapons and armor, without having to pay, maybe just put in a little bit more time and you get the privilege of having those different weapons and armor, then this game, it might be something worth checking out, just occasionally. But as far as maybe like a full-time thing is concerned, or just having this sit alongside your other multiplayer, is he gonna die or what? Is he already dead? Come on. Jeez. Have this game sit beside like your other multiplayer shooters. That's not going to happen. So you got this guy, he's shooting at me. I'm gonna dart over here. I'm gonna keep running this way. I'm gonna get covered here. And he killed me. Yeah, so anyway, guys, this is pretty much in a nutshell what this game is all about. I'm not going to continue for the remaining 6 minutes of this match. But, yeah, this is pretty much how it is. This is No Man's Land, and PlayStation Home is free to play, pay to win, however you want to look at it. There are going to be some updates coming out that's going to, unlock different game type modes and different weapons, different armors, things like that. So we'll see how long this remains supported. I definitely appreciate something like this coming out in PlayStation Home to give us more free experiences. But yeah, this is not the type of shooter that I think will attract the core or too many people at all. But feel free to give it a chance if you like. And there's blood splattered on my screen, just like a real multiplayer shooter. So until next time, I'm Jeremy from GamerTell, and see you next time in whatever video I do.